Where do the Heat go from here? Let us break it down for you. 22 teams traveled to Orlando, Florida to resume the season at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex. 9 from the East, 13 from the West. All teams will play 8 seeding games starting July 30th to determine playoff seeding. That means the Heat, 4th in the East, are already in. But seeding position can still change. Once those 8 games are played, we will move into a standard 7-game series postseason, which will end no later than October 13th. So yeah, the Heat is back on.
Basketball on Fox Sports Sun. Through the pandemic, through a hurricane just out east, we rise. Let the seeding games begin for the 2019-2020 Southeast Division champs, by the way. Second road game against Denver, adding to the season's irregularities. Yes, we are home here in Miami. No, we're not in Orlando. How many times have you answered that question? You're not there. Welcome to the Heat's house. We're inside the Bacardi Ocho studio. We would be, of course, the champion, the Hall of Famer, Ruth Riley Hunter. I am Jason Jackson. And where you been?
Mostly here. Just sheltering in, hanging out with my husband, staying safe and trying to stay healthy.
It's good to have you right up here in the perch. Through the looking glass, we get it all done. Speaking of what's coming up, and here's what's coming your way. Ruth's Truth. Now, DC Comics likes to go dark with Joker. Ruth will just slim him down and break him down in just a moment. Plus, Black Lives Matters. For the Miami Heat, those 3 words, not just a message, it's a mission. We'll roll it out for you. Plus, we have the broadcast breakdown. Eric Reed and John Crotty going to get us ready for seeding game number 1 with information on a few chipped nuggets. He said chipped nuggets, everybody. But first, the opening tip. So good to say that again. 8 games in 14 days, everybody. 3 against the West. You do the math against the remaining Eastern Conference teams. I believe in you. You'll be able to do it. All the games available right here on Fox Sports Sun. 1/2 of an hour before the rock goes in the air. Make sure you join us. Let's check out the standings. 2 of those games, by the way, against that team right there in the hip pocket of your Miami Heat. Ruth, I mean, we're talking serious heat as it pertains to, let's go ahead and say 3 through 6 in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, especially playing Indiana twice in these 8 games. And so that allows you to get that playoff mentality in these seeding games, because you know how important it is in the way you're able to position yourself heading into the playoffs.
Was that a pun? Was that a pun? It was, because it's time to turn to Ruth's first set of truths. And we're talking about positionless. We're going to get reacquainted with this team and the way that they play, particularly on the offensive end. But I dare anyone out there in Heat Nation to try to put a position on any of these guys.
And first we should talk about what do we mean by positions, right? Like when you and I grew up playing, you a little before me, but we used to go 1 through 5 in positions. I used to be that stereotypical 5 post player. What Coach Spoelstra has talked for years about positionless basketball, and that means that you can't put a number on a player or position, and we're going to see how this plays out to Miami's offensive efficiency. Who's the point guard? Well, it could be 6'9", power forward Bam Adebayo, able to advance the ball in transition. You know he's able to play that stereotypical pick and roll player. You got Jimmy Butler, your main facilitator, loves the ISO situations, but also a great facilitator from the post up, leads the team in assists. And then 5's usually around the basket. Well, not so for Miami. You have the 2 top shooting bigs in the league in Kelly Olynyk and Myers Leonard. And then you take a rookie who, Tyler Hero, is a great scorer, and you allow him to start to navigate with the ball in his hands more, playing more point guard throughout this offense. Positionless basketball also allows you on the defensive end to switch a lot of schemes as well.